What's up everyone, Turbo Blackpill here. I'm going to tell you why I believe incels should look at female friendship differently than normies do. To most guys, being friends with a girl that they like is considered a failure. The dreaded friend zone is the place you get stuck in when you fail to get a girlfriend. I don't think this mindset is the best for incels, however, because normies have options. Normie guys are hitting up a bunch of girls, trying to get girlfriends, and when they get friend zoned, well, I failed with that girl, let's try the next girl, But incels aren't up to the level of normies. Their sexual market value is far lower than that of normies, and they can't have the same mindset. Incels and normies can't have the same exact standards for their own success. Like, think about it this way. A power lifter whose personal best is, let's say, 500 pounds bench press. And today he goes to the gym and he's unable to lift 490 pounds. It would make sense for him to consider that a failure because his personal best is 500 pounds and he didn't even lift 490. I know some people say that's not a failure, it's part of the journey. You don't improve in a straight line, sometimes you go down a little bit. I get that, but the powerlifter failing to lift 490, I mean, at least you wouldn't call it a success. Even if you don't consider it a failure, it's far from a success event. But for the beginner lifter who can't lift 50 pounds, if he goes to the gym and is able to make it, he lifts the 50 pounds. That is a massive success for that beginner, right? The beginner and the pro shouldn't have the same standards for success and failure. Likewise with the incels and the truecels. How can you consider getting a female friend to be a bad thing, an utter failure, when normally you can't even get a woman to give you the time of day? These incels struggle to have normal conversations with women, which normies take for granted. These incels who have very low SMVs, they might walk up to a woman and just say, "Hey, how's it going?" Or just talk about like the weather or something. And the woman says, "Get away from me, you creep." A height cell might approach a woman and the woman will just tell him up front that he's too short and just walk away. Incels get hard rejections. They don't get soft rejections like normies do. For normies, having a conversation with a woman is very easy. It comes naturally. The hard part for them is getting a girlfriend. But for incels, it's different. Having regular, everyday, casual conversations with women is a huge challenge. And that's why I think it's a good idea for incels to think about female friendship as a success. A female friend. A woman who's willing to talk to you and spend time with you, although platonically, is still an awesome thing to have, considering your looks level. There are guys on incel forums who post stuff along the lines of, "I'm utterly subhuman and I want a girlfriend, but I'll only ever get friend-zoned. It's over. Getting friend-zoned sucks. Life is terrible." But what do they look like? Like, their looks level is like 2 out of 10. And these guys shouldn't have the same standard for their own success as like a 6 out of 10 high tier normie does. For that guy, friend zone is failure. But for a 2 out of 10 incel, being able to make female friends means you're doing way better than a lot of other incels at the same looks level. Now, here's a really important point. On top of considering female friendship a success, incels should also actively seek out female friends, rather than thinking of female friends as a side effect, like getting stuck in the friend zone. Incels should go out and try to make female friends on purpose. So what's the point? Why do I think it's a good idea to make female friends on purpose? There are 3 reasons. Number 1, friendship may be the closest you can ever get to a woman. Because if you're a truecel, maybe as low as a 0 out of 10 on the looks scale, it's safe to say that you're never gonna get a girlfriend. The closest you will ever get to a woman is being her friend. A close friend, even better. You'll still be sad that you won't be able to get a girlfriend, but instead of being totally devoid of female communication, at least you'll be able to talk to women. Going from never interacting with women to having a few female friends is a big improvement. That's reason number 1. Female friendship could be the best you can get, so why not maximize that? Reason number 2 is having female friends will prepare you for the rare chance that you get into a relationship in the future. In the astronomically small chance that an incel, a truecel, is lucky enough to enter into a romantic relationship with a woman, they definitely don't want to mess that up. because that could be the only chance they get in their life. Socializing with females on a regular basis by having female friends will give you real-life experience that helps you understand better how women think and act. And you can watch all these red pill and black pill videos that tell you about female nature, but that ain't no replacement for interacting with women in real life. These experiences will help you out a ton in the rare case that you do find yourself in a relationship down the road. Imagine a 2 out of 10 subhuman incel who, at like 35 years old, finds a unicorn woman who looks past his physical deformities and gives him a chance. And this guy hasn't spoken to a single female in the last 15 years. He's probably going to screw up that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You're a lot less likely to screw up that chance if you have experience interacting with women. Normies gain experience by dating lots of women, but incels can't just get dating experience like that. Female friends are the second best way to gain experience with interacting with females to prepare oneself for long-term relationships. The third reason is about making friends with girls you have crushes on. Kinda like voluntary friend zoning. Voluntarily entering the friend zone with a girl you like is a safe way to interact with that girl without the risk of failing miserably, which is what will probably happen if you make a move on her since you're an incel. Like, you make a move on your crush, and she could slap you in the face, kick you in the balls, and brutally reject you. She can tell you you're ugly and just like storm off, and she'll never talk to you again. That could happen if you attempt to get her romantically. But if you just befriend her, then you're safe. You're in the safe zone. You'll be able to hang out with your crush, and you're not risking utter failure in doing so. Those are the 3 reasons. Some of you might be asking, how do you get female friends then? If you're a utter subhuman truecel and women reject you on sight, then how do you make female friends? And I will talk about that in the next video. I will make a part 2 for this video, and it's gonna be about a rather unorthodox method to make female friends. This method's not for everyone, but you might want to consider it. Anyway, to wrap it all up, a person's definition of their own success should be relative to their own ability. Although getting friendzoned does result from failing to get a girlfriend, it should be considered an overall success for incels. It's also important to seek out female friendships actively because number 1, being friends with a girl might be the closest you can ever get to any girl, and number 2, it'll prepare you for the 1 in a trillion chance that you do find yourself in a romantic relationship, because then you'll have had more social experience with women. And reason number 3, which is that you get to talk to your crush by being just friends with her, whereas if you ask her out on a date, you could get a hard rejection and she may never talk to you ever again. Right before I end this video, I'd like to announce that this channel has a new official email account, and you can find the email address under this channel's About tab. So hit me up to give me video ideas and to collab, live stream, anything. By the way, if you want to be notified when part 2 comes out, hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to leave a like if you like this content. And as always, thank you for watching.